Clint Eastwood, born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, California, remains one of the most iconic figures in American cinema. Raised during the Great Depression, Eastwood's early life was marked by frequent moves across California as his father searched for work. These formative years instilled a strong work ethic and quiet resilience that would later define his screen persona. Over decades, Eastwood transitioned from television actor to international film star, director, and cultural icon, leaving a legacy that spans westerns, dramas, and action films, as well as a brief but notable political career. Early life and formative years. Growing up in California during economic hardship, Eastwood experienced a childhood defined by instability and responsibility. Before pursuing acting, he worked a variety of odd jobs, including as a lumberjack, lifeguard, and gas station attendant. Drafted into the U.S. Army during the Korean War era, he was stationed at Fort Ord, where he encountered aspiring actors and developed a fascination with performance. These experiences laid the groundwork for his later career, giving him both discipline and independence. Eastwood's early exposure to diverse social environments shaped the rugged, self-reliant characters that would become his signature on screen. Rise to fame on television. Eastwood's first significant breakthrough came in the late 1950s with the television western Rawhide, where he played Rowdy Yates. Initially a secondary character, Yates quickly became a fan favorite due to Eastwood's commanding presence and understated charm. The show ran for several years, providing Eastwood with a platform to showcase his talent. Though his television work gave him exposure, it was only a prelude to his international stardom. The early experience taught him professionalism on set, an understanding of audience appeal, and the discipline required for long shooting schedules, all of which would serve him well in his later career. International stardom. The Dollars trilogy. Eastwood's fame skyrocketed with Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. These so-called spaghetti westerns revolutionized the genre and introduced Eastwood's iconic man with no name. His stoic, enigmatic anti-hero contrasted sharply with traditional Western protagonists, combining moral ambiguity with quiet menace. The trilogy's success transformed him into a global figure, defining the archetype of cool stoicism in film. These roles cemented his international reputation and opened doors for more complex characters and opportunities, allowing him to shape the modern Western in ways that remain influential today. The Dirty Harry era. In the 1970s, Eastwood expanded his reach with the Dirty Harry series, portraying Inspector Harry Callahan, a tough San Francisco cop. The character's uncompromising approach to law enforcement became both controversial and celebrated, with iconic lines like, "Go ahead, make my day." Callahan represented rugged masculinity and a personal moral code in a world of crime and corruption. These films reinforced Eastwood's public persona as a fearless, independent figure. Beyond entertainment, they reflected societal debates about justice, authority, and morality in urban America. The role cemented Eastwood as a cultural touchstone for toughness and individualism, influencing decades of action cinema. Pinnacle achievements and critical acclaim. Eastwood's career reached a pinnacle with Unforgiven, 1992, a revisionist Western that deconstructed traditional ideas of heroism and violence. The film won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, solidifying his reputation as a cinematic master. Million Dollar Baby, 2004, followed, further demonstrating his ability to tell emotionally complex stories. Even in later years, Eastwood continued directing and acting in films like Gran Torino, 2008, American Sniper, 2014, Sully, 2016, and The Mule, 2018. These works illustrate a filmmaker who engages with contemporary issues while maintaining a distinctive moral and visual perspective. Political involvement beyond film, Eastwood briefly ventured into politics as mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California, from 1986 to 1988. Though often associated with conservative viewpoints, he has described his personal philosophy as libertarian and individualistic. He supports personal freedom, environmental conservation, and the arts, reflecting a nuanced set of beliefs. This complexity mirrors his cinematic work, where characters often defy simple moral categorization. Eastwood's political engagement, while limited, reinforces his image as a principled individual who values independence and practical problem-solving over ideology, further distinguishing him as a multifaceted public figure. Personal life and relationships. Eastwood married Maggie Johnson on December 19, 1953, after meeting her on a blind date. Their marriage lasted over 3 decades, producing 2 children, Kyle Eastwood, a respected jazz musician, and Allison Eastwood, who works in film. Despite a stable public image, the marriage was strained by Eastwood's extramarital relationships. His long-term affair with stuntwoman Roxanne Tunis produced a daughter, Kimberlyn Lynn Eastwood, who was raised largely out of the public eye. These overlapping relationships and family complexities shaped Eastwood's personal life, balancing fame, discretion, and private responsibilities while maintaining his professional trajectory in Hollywood. The controversial collaboration. In 1970, Eastwood worked on 2 Mules for Sister Sarah, directed by Don Siegel, which became a rare blemish in his career. On set, Eastwood clashed with actress Shirley MacLaine, whose assertive style conflicted with his minimalist, instinct-driven approach. Creative differences extended to the film's tone, which attempted a comedic twist on Western conventions, culminating in a contrived plot reveal. Eastwood felt the project lacked grit and moral weight, elements central to his artistic philosophy. The film also represented a transitional period in his career when he had limited creative control, making it an uneasy reminder of his early struggles under studio oversight. Reluctance to revisit the episode. Eastwood has rarely commented publicly on 2 Mules for Sister Sarah. Unlike other films in his Western oeuvre, he avoids referencing it in interviews, commentaries, or retrospectives. This avoidance likely stems from multiple factors: the challenging collaboration with MacLaine, the film's inconsistent tone, and the reminder of his time as a hired actor rather than a creative auteur. Revisiting it might evoke memories of compromises and frustrations from a period before he could fully assert his vision. Over decades, the film has become a quiet, unresolved chapter, one Eastwood seems determined to leave behind, preserving his personal and artistic dignity. Artistic legacy. Clint Eastwood's influence extends beyond acting to directing, storytelling, and shaping American cinema. His minimalist, efficient style and focus on moral complexity have inspired generations of filmmakers. While his career includes occasional missteps, they are overshadowed by enduring masterpieces that combine emotional depth, visual economy, and cultural resonance. Eastwood's ability to navigate both Hollywood studios and personal artistic ambitions demonstrates his rare combination of talent, discipline, and vision. He remains a figure whose work continues to provoke thought, entertain audiences, and redefine cinematic possibilities across genres and decades. Conclusion: a career defined by excellence. Clint Eastwood's career spans over 7 decades, encompassing iconic performances, groundbreaking films, and a legacy of directorial innovation. From Rawhide to the Dollars trilogy, Dirty Harry, and his acclaimed directorial projects, Eastwood has shaped the landscape of American cinema. While Two Mules for Sister Sarah remains a rare exception in his otherwise illustrious career, it highlights the trials and compromises that accompany early professional growth. Ultimately, Eastwood's enduring influence lies in his ability to blend moral complexity, minimalist storytelling, and personal authenticity, securing his place as one of the most revered and influential figures in modern film.